How to grow and care for peace lilies indoors. What's not to love about peace lily? An easy-to-grow indoor plant that brings life in color to low-light spots while also purifying the air. A beloved houseplant. Peace lilies are renowned for their easy care. A peace lily is hardy, forgiving, and will even let you know when it is thirsty. Otherwise, in terms of growing and care, peace, as in common tranquility, is pretty much what you get. So how do you grow peace lilies indoors? It should be easy. The steps involved are pretty basic. So even if you are new to indoor gardening, you won't encounter any problems in growing this plant. A beloved houseplant. Peace lilies are renowned for their easy care. A peace lily is hardly forgiving, and will even let you know when it is thirsty. Just look for the telltale droop. The name is a bit of a misnomer. A peace lily are not true lily, plant family Liliaceae, but a member of the Aeraceae family. It also includes Colo, Acacia, or elephant here. Otherwise, in terms of growing and care, peace, as in common tranquility, is pretty much what you get. So how do you grow peace lilies indoors? It should be easy. The steps involved are pretty basic. So even if you are new to indoor gardening, you won't encounter any problems in growing this plant. You can choose to grow the peace lily from seeds. However, it will take longer for the seeds to germinate. Sometimes it will take years before the plant will start to develop. So when it comes to growing peace lilies indoors, it is best to start with a peace lily plant cutting that has grown a root bulb. Dig a small hole in the soil, enough for the plant's root bulb to fit. Place the plant into the planting hole. Then cover with soil. Seal in enough potting soil around the root bulb. Then use your fingers to form the potting soil. Gently, you water the new plant lightly. Lightly water the plant in order to settle the soil. Add more potting soil if needed. Have while over-watering the new plant. Peace lilies are the type of plant that cannot tolerate too much water. In fact, it can thrive even with less water, but will die would overwater it. Place the potted plant in a Place your new peace lily plant in a shady area. The ideal area is about a feet away from the window. Leave it there for a couple of days. Make sure you check it from time to time. Do not worry if it will look a bit bedraggled during the first few days. It's normal for the leaves to wilt slightly. They will look better after a few more days. How to care for peace lily. Peace lilies are among the easiest houseplants to grow, since they require less care. However, you need to constantly check your plant and provide the necessary care that it needs, especially on the first few days of planting. Here are some tips on how to care for peace lily. To avoid direct exposure to sunlight. Take note that peace lily would prefer to grow in areas with light, partial shade. In fact, they are known to thrive in rooms that have no windows. Peace plants don't like to be exposed to too much light. Otherwise, its leaves will start to turn yellow and will eventually die. They do not overwater. One of the most common problems that people make when growing peace lilies is overwatering. Peace lilies can't survive too much moisture, so you have to avoid giving it too much water. So how often should you water the peace lily? An important peace lily plant care tip to keep in mind is to wait for the plant to droop slightly before you water it. Usually, the plant will sag a little bit if it needs water. That's a sign that the plant is thirsty. So it's time to water it generally. That peace lily plant needs to be watered once a week. This is to keep the soil moist, especially during summer. To water, gently spray the leaves with soft or distilled water. During winter, water the plant less often. Is in an ideal temperature setting. Peace lily plants are a popular choice for an indoor plant, since they can thrive well in indoor temperatures. The ideal temperature is between enough, and the climate should be humid. Peace lily won't be able to survive in temperature that's less enough, so make sure you place it in an area that's far from your home. Air conditioning system. Fertilize occasionally. Unlike other houseplants, peace lilies are generally not heavy feeders. Therefore, you should only fertilize it occasionally. Fertilize after every 6 weeks or so to encourage growth. Is a well-balanced house supply. Fertilizer is spray insecticides when necessary. Unlike other houseplants, the peace lily is generally immune to diseases, pests and insects. Although it could occasionally get aphids, spider mites and mealybugs, you repot the plant when needed. Peace lily have the tendency to grow a lot of roots and will eventually crowd its pot. Knowing when to repot is an important aspect of your peace lily plant care. So when is the best time to repot your peace lily?